Hello there, welcome to another edition of Strategies, Tactics, and Techniques Training Tips for MMA. I'm Rich Alten, and today's video tutorial is going to cover positional striking and how to improve your striking in various positions where you find yourself in the cage or the ring in MMA competition. So this is a section or a drills you can use and all kinds of various positions using a focus pad. Because what you want to do is you want to focus in on the focus of force when you transfer your strikes into the target. So any legal strikes, depending on the organization, the rules that you compete under, you want to train as much as possible a wide variety of positions, wide variety of techniques that you can use in a wide variety of positions. Now, positional striking is probably one of the most neglected sections in MMA training that transfers into the ring. When I say, neglected, effective striking, often you see a lot of striking that's done on the ground where they're in these weird positions and they're hitting the guy, they're on the ground in here hitting the person with no effect whatsoever. And when I say no effect, it means taking 20 punches to even do anything, and or the striking techniques are just nowhere to be found on the ground. They spend more of their time trying to grapple and control a person when they can just smash the guy in the head with a couple of shots and then either escape or follow up with another hold or submission of some kind. But irregardless, in here, positional striking is often really not found in MMA. And if you use it correctly in here, if you really understand the mechanics of how your basic punches work, you can be way more effective particularly in grappling situations where you could just deliver a short shoveling technique in a person's stomach or into their throat or into their face in here, and even on the ground. So you have to play around with your body mechanics and the weight transfer and find the right body directional force and deliver an effective technique. So let's go ahead and get started here. So if you take your basic boxing techniques or your Mauy Thai techniques and think of how you could put those things into delivering them at different angles and different heights, different levels. So your average striking is usually when the pad is up, at eye level, right, or the upper gate, right, and you're delivering your techniques out here, right, you're delivering your combinations like this, okay? Well, what happens when the person changes levels? So what happens if I'm like down over here like this? I find myself bent over in here like that. Okay, so if we're upright in here and I throw a punch and I miss in here like this, boom, like this, and he's down here, okay, can I deliver an effective technique from down here? Right, I need to be able to follow this person wherever he goes in here. So we're going to stick with punches today because punches are a lot easier to deploy and usually have more effect than knees and elbows. Obviously are close range strikes. Knees are close range strikes, so they're limited as far as distance. And then kicking, obviously, a lot of times people are not in balance and thinking about delivering a kick. So we're going to stick with punches. So you have to be able to deliver a technique from a different position, because you cannot just rely on stepping back in here like this all the time. You have to be able to flow from wherever you're at, right? Plus, particularly, let's put the pad down for a second, particularly in a grappling scenario in here, let's say we're in a clinching here or whatever like this, and he gets pushed over, let's say he's tilted over here like this, okay? Right from here, right, I should be able to take, let's say, my left hand for camera purposes and angle what would be my rear cross from here into a position in here. If I just change the line of force, right, the line of force is running here, and deliver, boom, a technique from here like that. Okay, as opposed to as I get them bent over here, and then what people would do is that if they were going to deliver a technique, they'd probably try to deliver like a knee or something, which is fine too, as long as you follow the right line of force and as long as you're aware that you can even deliver these techniques. So like a cross, for example, instead of delivering it up here now, where this is the right where he's here, as he's bent over in here, right, I deliver it more downward this way. Doesn't matter what this arm is doing. It could be out here as a shield or a wedge in here. But the point is, I'm right in that line of force in here like this. Let's go on this side here. What if he's bent over? Let's turn it this way. What if he's down here? Maybe he's trying to grab my leg. Okay, and let's back up just a little bit. Yeah, just kind of hang down like this. What if he's down here and I got him here like this? Okay, well obviously I can't strike him in the back of the head in MMA, that's illegal in here, right? But I could deliver, what could I deliver from here? I could deliver, let's say a hook in here, like that. I could deliver an uppercut in here. I could deliver a jab. I could deliver a vertical elbow in here, right? I could deliver a palm strike in here, right? Just by changing levels. Or if I had a hit downward diagonal like this with a cross or a jab in here, okay? Or come up with an uppercut or something like that, okay? You can even deliver a hammer fist coming down in here as long as I'm on the side in here and out of the back of the head. There's all these different positions that your basic techniques can work from, but nobody seems to want to look at that. They spend more time in here, let's go back down here again, they spend more time in here trying to find ways to get into these stupid grappling positions and climb on the guy's back in here, and they're out of balance in here like this, when they could be getting in a better position to strike. Right, and I look from here, I'm on top of him like this, right? There's a hellacious hook right here like that. If I get my body in the right spot in here like this, it will just totally cave his ribs in, and he's not even going to be able to stop that because he can't even protect himself. Okay, so a lot of different positions you can throw your punches from. So we're going to work with a couple primary strikes. We're going to work with your cross punches, okay, your horizontal punches like this. We're going to work with a hook punch at first, and maybe a hammer fist in here if we got time. So let's go ahead and get to it. So what you do is you want to take a focus pad in here, or it could be a boxing mitt, but you got to make sure that you put it in a position, or your partner holds in a position where he can stabilize against like this as well. Okay, so if we take I'm going to throw my lead cross or lead jab like this from here. So the first thing is to work from when he's down on an angle. Let's come more this way for the camera. Right. So if he changes level, I'm not. So something happened, he missed, he ducked down in here. Okay, so now I'm facing here. Now I got to be facing him down here. So what I want to do is I want to find the optimal, the apex of the technique in here like this. So where is that line of force running? I just did 2 line of force videos a few weeks ago about finding the proper vector in order to maximize effect for a technique. So the line of force now, right, is running this way. It's running through the target this way. So if you were getting resistance, I were to push, that's the line of force for this technique, right? It's not coming over the top in here, and it's not coming from the center line. So technically, I would just get myself into a stable position. I'm grounded in here. I'm going to bring my arm up like this and get it in that line of force, and then I would just follow it into the target like that. Okay, so let's see that again. I'm going to take my time. I want to make sure that I'm not out here reaching, right? I don't want to be out here trying to go, gotcha. I want to try to drive my weight all the way through this guy here. So from here, I'm going to bring it up and down, okay? So this is a good angle probably for your partner to hold the pad in here. That way if you miss, you don't hit him. So making sure that my elbow is up and it's following straight through, boom, okay, the pad. So if you look at it from this angle, this is the direction of the punch, bam, okay? So again, coming up, here, there. And I want to punch through about 3 to 6 inches through that pad. So that would be equivalent to, we got into a fight somehow and he's over here, right? Boom! Right from here like this. Let's say whatever, he moved out of the way, went down here, right? Wham! Boom! And here from there like that. Okay, that would be an example of a diagonal, a downward diagonal lead cross position if he changes levels. Okay, so what if we did it? Let's put it on there. We could take it, and I'm just going to show a few positions from here. What if we did it now where I change levels and he stays where he's at? So he can go ahead and hold it on the side, and I had to get down on here like this. What if I was on one knee? Right, I slipped in here, we're grappling, whoop, I slipped in here like this. This could be into the stomach, right? This could be, the stomach or into the head, but the same thing. You can adjust the height wherever you want, but the same basic premise. Now, I can't locomote like I can here with my feet, okay? But I can scoot a little bit and rotate. So from here, I would just do the same thing. Line of force is traveling this direction now. So I bring it up in here and step through it from there like that, right? Through in here. Up here. So I want to make sure that I'm not reaching on here. I'm going to step and rotate. So you take your back foot in here and push off like this. And you should be able to have your weight underneath you where you can literally stand up and drop down in here like this. So if you're too wide in here, you may not be able to get up. If you're too narrow in here, you may not be able to transfer any weight. So you gotta ultimately find those positions. So it looks like this at the camera from here. Okay, make sure here's my center line. I'm not on the tightrope, I'm not too wide. Come forward in here, boom. Forward in here, boom, like that, boom, like this. Okay, so those are two basic positions you can throw your cross from while you change levels or he changes levels. Okay, you want to be creative with this. You want to try to figure out any position possible. Let's say that, let's go this way in here. I'll just give you one more. Hold it up like this. Let's say that I was in extreme position. What if I was down on both knees? I went down in here like this and I had to pop up. This is why you need to be able to function from other stances, because I may not always be able to get to my perfect stance. What if I went down here and I had to pop up from here? Here's the line of force from here. Coming up, here, up, this way. So I can even deliver it on both knees, okay? Line of force is running this direction, bang. Okay, here. Okay, so that's some basic positions for your cross. Let's move on to the next punch. Let's talk about a hook punch. Okay, so back where his level's changed, he's going to hold it in a position where it's just slightly off the center line like this. So here's your normal hook up to the head in here like this. Here it is to the body. The same basic deal down here, right? I could stuff him in here with the grappling and then turn into a hook from here. So I can get him close if I want and fall. Here's the line of force for the hook coming out, turning here. Okay? You can put your hand in the pack. You can put yourself in any position, you know, maybe you got him wrapped up in here like this. Think about it. How can you deliver a hook? I can unravel it from here. Okay? It could be here, it could be bent this way. I could turn my weight this way. I could be on one knee in here. Okay? I could be rising up. Okay, there's more like a 45. That could be coming up here, this way, a little lower, right, here, like this. Okay, way to throw a hook. All right, I'll give you another one in here. What about on my back? This can be used for a hook or a cross. So this is very common. That doesn't happen in MMA. These people are on the ground. Now you can do this. You can have the guy mount you. He can be in your guard, which makes it not impossible, harder to do. But if you test this stuff enough, which I've done, a lot of ground striking stuff, you can really deliver a whole lot of force. So if people say that striking on the ground is not effective, I totally disagree with you because I've done it many times. And with boxing, even with boxing gloves on, and just made a mess out of a person's face where they didn't want to do in hard sparring, they didn't want any grappling anymore. So problem is that people don't practice it at all, don't even entertain it that it can happen. I spent a lot of time working on this stuff, so I know how to get myself in a position to deliver an effective strike on the ground. So from here, come a little closer. So yeah, so for here, you want to make sure that you can find the right distance. So here, this is a cross, and as it come on an angle this way, it's coming this direction. Here's the line of force from here. So I put my feet in here. I'm going to use it like a bridge, deliver from here. Stay tight in my guard in here. Not flat on my back trying to reach from here, here, here. Okay, he can also vary the position. So if he, let's say, here, go more in front of me here. Right, let's say that I got my leg up in here, I'm keeping him off in here. This is my drive leg. Okay, here. Okay, so that's going to move somebody. All right, let's just say that he's, stand up, go ahead and stand up. Right, he's a little, here, now I gotta really reach for the guy. Okay, so now I gotta use my glutes and I gotta drive in here like this. I'm literally just rocking onto this one shoulder in here, here, like this. Now if he's too far away and I can't reach him with a punch, then this doesn't apply. So if he's right back here, I'm not gonna try to go this, right? I'm gonna do something else in here, get my legs in here, right? Or maybe attacking a lower extremity like that, all right? Or trip him or something, okay? All right, how about a hook on the ground? Come more in the middle of my legs. So when you do a hook, you have to use a lot of rotation in your torso. So it can be from the guard or it can be from here. We'll just show it from here for right now. So I want to make sure that my forearm, come on a little closer, my forearm is up here. The key is this elbow. So I need to bring this thing up this way. See, I'm using my obliques in here. Okay, what I can't do is keep my elbow down. I can't be here. No skeletal alignment, no line of force. The line of force is running this way, straight through the pad. So I can be up in here, or I can be back here, but I'm going to bridge, and I'm going to pull with my left glute. Okay, so I'm going to scissor out this way, here. Okay, boom. And that's how you throw a hook from the ground. Okay, now, let's go ahead and talk about a hammer fist. Back to standing up. So we'll take that same, let's go back this way, that same level where he changed levels. So I missed a punch, you know, he's over here, like this. All right, so it may take too long to turn and fire. Let's come back this way more. So what I can do is I can literally turn, I miss from here, I can deliver it from here, okay? So from here downward, I can do a hammer fist from here. The line of force is coming that way, okay? Let's go more this way. Line of force is going this way, or it could be this way. So I could be out of position here, and I would just bring my elbow up and drop my body weight down in here like this, here. All right, or if I was this way and I don't have time to turn, I'm just gonna pull with my lat, use my glute to help reciprocate the force, here like that. Okay, so I'm in here, whoa, I miss with my cross, shoot, like this. Or I miss with my cross, okay, I come back and I just loop this, come to hammer fist, right, boom, and come back with a punch like there. Cross, boom, boom, into a lead cross in here. All right, if you want to keep it more basic, you can practice, go back to this one, you can practice it standing right here, delivering your hammer fist from here. So elbow up, short body weight, I'm going to get real heavy on this front leg, right there. So a lot of people when they hammer fist, they're just doing this. See, the elbow needs to travel in the line of force. Here it's not. It's just sitting here, so that's not going to do it. Right? So regardless of what hand in here. Okay, so if we took the pad away, we were here for a second, down in here, right? It could be right here, right? Boom! Right here. Take not the fingers, but this bone. I like to deliver with this under part of this bone right here. Boom! Right in the temple. Right? Bam! Right? That's legal in MMA. Can't be on the back of the head, or it could be here. Boom! Like this, right? Like that. Okay? If I was down on my knee, let's go this way. Yeah. I'm down on my knee here. Yeah, you can stay up like that. Right here. All right. The same thing could apply like a hook. So I could be up in here, like that. Put it on an angle this way. I could be bent out of position here. I get this way in here. The line of force is coming up this way. Here. Right? Up. Protect. Boom. Right? Boom. Cross. Like that. Right? So from here, bang. Bang. And then get away. On my back, I can deliver it on my back. A lot of people in MMA, they do it, well, they only seem to strike when they're on top of the person. And we'll cover, maybe that later on in here, but these are the worst case positions. So from here, guard or, half of a guard, okay, I could throw a hammer fist if I needed to, just as a distraction, into the guy's face in here, like that, but I'd rather just use a cross because it's going to be more impact. Remember, hammer fist and back fist, there's no skeletal structure behind the technique. So you don't have any bone alignment. What you have to use is whip and speed. And that's why, if I try to do a back fist, that's not going to stop anybody. Hammer fist, there's more I'm hitting with a hard part of my body. I can maybe get a little more force, but the question is why. But just to show you, the point of the video is to show you where these fighters lack knowledge as far as how to strike. They have limited striking and they don't know how to use it in certain positions. Right? I'm gonna have to get up in here. I get up in here like this for a moment, and I may have to use this striking to keep them up, and then up like that. Okay? As opposed to trying to waste more time and think you're going to get all the way up. You may not get all the way up and then grapple. Okay? You may have to get up and go wham right in the temple for a moment and then step back in here and then fire boom into a cross in here like that. Right? Wham, hook, boom in here. Okay? So that's the purpose of this, is to learn, really find the positions where you can deliver these techniques. But you got to find and follow the right line of force. All right? That's why I made those 2 videos last week about the line of force principle, how it's probably the most important, one of the most important, if not the most important principle in effective striking. Okay? Now, if we take it, I'll do one more hammer fist. Let's go on your back. You got to be careful with this on your partner here because you don't want to smash the pad in his face. So let's go this way here. Yeah. So if he puts the pad here, brace it. You got to be careful that you don't, he doesn't get his elbows hyperextended. But if I was from here, okay, I could pop up and deliver it back this way. So I'm here, like this. That would be, let this up. That would be something like in here, trying to come right here and go boom, right? Instead of trying to go chop chop, I'm going to drop my whole body weight right into the guy in here like that. All right, go ahead and hold it on the other hand. So it could be here. I could pop up. You may have to slide your body. So maybe I want to get a better angle. I could come over here, right from here, right in here. So that's a lot more powerful than how most people do it, and when they try to do an MMA. Okay, it could be that cross punch, bam, in here like this. Okay, I could be getting up in here. It could be coming down with a hook in here, womp like this here, right? Hammer fist, cross, or cross, hammer fist. All right. Virtually, there's so many different ways that you can go ahead and get up. So many different ways that you can deliver those techniques from all kinds of positions. But the point is like you need to be creative and figure out how to deliver those techniques and make them work for you. If you found this video, this information informative, please go ahead and like it, share it, leave a comment, and I'll see you next week when we come up with a different technique or strategy and tactic that helps improve the sport of MMA. Thanks and take care.